everyone, and welcome back to the Reidox4life Podcast. I am Levi, and this is Lamika Renee. And our topic today is on how service providers are making a difference in their community. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we are joined by Dr. Haig John.
Good morning. Good
Yes.
morning.
Morning. We're so excited to have you here. Thank you for being here with us today.
Well, thank you for the invitation. I'm honored to be here with you both.
Oh, thank you. So, Dr. John, I'm sure our viewers would love to know who Dr. John is and what inspired you to venture into the career path that you're in.
Well, I was on a slightly different path, and I was going to. I actually went to law school. I was going in that direction. My family, my father is internal medicine when he was in London, and multiple generations in the doctoring world, and I didn't feel the calling towards it. And I realized, so I went a different path. I went to law school and I realized I don't fit in with this genre. I'm really meant to serve and care for people. It's in my blood. And chiropractic had actually saved my life when I was in college. And I had a severe injury. At that time I was studying political science and international relations. I had a double major, a minor in European history. And my grades were going into the ground. I couldn't read a page of paper. And
About that one word, what is it, subluxation?
Yeah. A subluxation is a vertebra out of place affecting the nerves. That's the most important part, because we can have vertebrae that are misaligned, but when they're affecting the central nerve system themselves, then it's affecting how the body functions. It's affecting, it could be cognitive skills. It could be our emotional system. It affects overall function of the body. So that's what a subluxation is defined as in chiropractic.
Oh, excellent.
Wow, that's great.
Yes.
Yeah, it sounds like you found your path, definitely.
Well, thank you. And we've served, tens or hundreds of thousands of people in the 19 years that I've been in practice. And there is no stopping us. And we do quite a bit in the community of chiropractic and community of as a whole.
Yes. Sometimes we can be yes people, like you were yes to the law, you were yes to certain things that weren't in alignment with with what you were looking for. And although we say yes, sometimes God says that yes is not going to be where I want you to go. So kudos that you've gotten that early.
What it was I was thinking with my earthly mind, the educated part. And in chiropractic, we have an educated intelligence, we have innate intelligence, and we have universal intelligence. Universal is God. Innate is within us already. That's transmitted through our neural system, which that's what I call God's internet. And then the educated stuff. The educated stuff is far less intelligent than the creator of the cosmos. And and that's where I was going in that educated part in my mind. And then when I truly listened to my own spirit and listened to that spiritual message, there was really no other choice but yes. And now we've seen all these things that God has put in place for me to serve, and where we're serving really around the world. And I teach seminars around the country, and and serve within the community of chiropractic as well.
Wow.
Great.
Wow. So, Dr. John, what is the one thing you wish you knew on the onset of your career?
The one thing I wish I knew, well, that journey really is, I had a wise man tell me this one time. On his deathbed, as a matter of fact, he said, I would never press rewind. Everything that has come to place where I am right now is actually, I feel, divinely perfect. So to go back and say, I wish I would have done something differently, there are mistakes, but thank God we have mistakes and we're able to recognize them and then grow from them and move forward from them. So for me, what I tell students really is, you know what, it takes work, and we've got to get out and meet the people, get away. We love podcasts. I mean, I watched a lot of your podcasts too, and you inspired me. I saw Dr. Dwayne Hoskins' last one. He is a great friend and inspiration for me. But also getting off of these screens and going and saying hi to people, shake someone's hand, and being a part of our community takes us getting out and being human to human. And that's how we truly change the world. Changing the world with our voice, and these messages are very important. And then as a chiropractor, we have to also put our hands on people. And I also say, get out and meet the people. And you know what? You got to turn that crank. It's up to you and no one else. You've got to do the work.
Exactly. That sounds good. I love that. I love that. So let me ask you this, Dr. John. Do you are you just a mainline chiropractor, or do you have a specialty that you added to your services?
Well, that's a very good question. I've been teaching chiropractic adjusting and philosophy basically since I was in chiropractic school. And I know that sounds strange, but there was a time I had students, actually, I was adjusting early, and I was doing a lot of seminars early while I was in my chiropractic career. And I've had students ask me, can you teach me how to adjust? I'm about to graduate. So I had my first seminar in my apartment in Los Angeles, and then went from there. And since then, we've been teaching what I teach it's called innate adjusting workshops, and this is the logo. But innate adjusting, really, we can use in almost any approach in chiropractic, whether we do SOT or Thompson or upper cervical or full spine. And we have a very specific approach to it. What we first do is really honor the spirit within the individual first. And I like to really say is, when we step up to this table, we're caring for that person like we're at an altar in a church. We're the God within that body of that human being should be honored. And that's how much respect we should have each time we step up to that table. Or even, let's be real, outside in the public, in the world, and doing all those things. And hopefully also on Facebook and all the social media, we should honor people to that level as well.
Wow. Yes, definitely. That is great. That is great. Just here really quickly. Okay, the innate, where did you get the innate, from, as it to be the main name for your business?
Well, we use that philosophy in chiropractic. D.D. Palmer, he and B.J. Palmer said people aren't really ready yet. This is 1895. They're not quite ready to hear God, spirit, and educated intelligence. So we're going to use universal, innate, and educated. And they sort of toned it down for chiropractors or for the world. And really, I'm really bringing it back up. So to me, innate is God within. So we're honoring spirit as we're serving. So that is how we bring that into our adjusting seminars. And really, the next level is spiritual adjusting. This is our first level. The next level, which we haven't introduced yet, coming maybe 2023, is doing that higher level of spiritual adjusting. And I consider myself a spiritual chiropractor.
Absolutely.
Excellent.
I am loving what you're standing for. It's amazing.
Yes.
Well,
hold on a minute. Wait a minute here. Everybody give Dr. John what did he say?
Yes.
That's great.
So what are the biggest challenges in your line of work?
The biggest challenges really is time with my family as well. We want to serve our people. We want to serve the profession, and is also serving our families as well. So making the time to be a husband and a father, as well as a server to our communities, and getting the word out about the innate adjusting workshops as well. We want the world to thrive and grow, and so those type of things, I think, those are my value points. Really, is serving my family as well, and being a husband, father, and chiropractor.
Excellent.
It definitely starts at home.
Yes.
It starts at home. Absolutely.
Definitely, definitely. What's the secret in you getting the word out to the community about innate adjustments?
Serving. And I keep saying that word over and over again because I think it's such a powerful word. It's going out and serving. And, I feel that, we are served through. And the clearer that we are to be able to receive that spirit and serve through us, the clearer our message can be. So each day I'm working on myself to be a better man, be a better server, be a better chiropractor. So that's where, I find the biggest challenges is really within myself. So I'm working on me every day to be a better me. And, I can't make you be better. And one of my close mentors, his name was Pasquale Sarasoli, the philosopher in chiropractic, and is another spiritual chiropractor. And, I met him when he was 92, and he was one of the most powerful speakers and powerful men that I've ever known. And one thing he said, you can't change anyone until you change yourself.
Mhm.
And I've taken that to heart to myself. So every day I'm working on me first.
Excellent, excellent. That is some great life advice right there.
Yes. So
Thank
what are
you.
the highlights of your career?
Well, teaching, innate adjusting workshops. I love bringing light to us. A lot of things that we teach, many people haven't heard yet. And we teach from the core values of chiropractic philosophy and chiropractic adjusting. And to see someone light up with that is amazing. So I've been a speaker on stage at Dynamic Essentials, DE, at the gatherings with Jim Sigafus. And, I'm speaking October 1st in St. Augustine at Saturday Night Live. And then we just came up with our new dates for, we're going to be in Kansas City with innate adjusting in December, the first week in December, and in January, first week in January. I can't think of the date off the top of my head, but those are my highlights right now. Because I always say this, if we constantly look to the past, we don't have a vision of the future. We still also have to be very present. And, I could pat myself on the back for yesterday, but really it's where am I going and who am I right now?
Hey, that's it right there. That is well said. I appreciate that. Actually, we appreciate you and your services that you provided in the community and actually and abroad. Yes, it is doing a great work.
Thank you. We teach in Mexico, Brazil, and we're working on an online format that we have in English, Spanish, and Portuguese right now, which is exciting. And we've translated multiple green books into Spanish and Portuguese. And the students and the doctors down in south of our border are thriving, and it's truly amazing to see them grow. And I like being a little part of that and helping them grow as well. And I'm growing from them. I'm also receiving too.
Excellent, excellent. Glad to hear it. We appreciate listening to you. And we appreciate you, coming on, taking the time for us and sharing what innate, adjustment is, and about Dr. John. So that was some good advice, some good nuggets of information, and with quality. I love it. So tell us how we can get a hold of you.
Well, my email is haigjohndc@gmail. You can get at Synapse Philosophy Group on Facebook, and we have two podcasts. One is the Synapse Philosophy Podcast for Everyone. This is chiropractic philosophy for everyone. We've been doing that about 4 years, and it's awesome. I think it's awesome. I learn a lot from it because we have a panel of chiropractors on there discussing our philosophy and breaking it down to be able to digest it from 1895 language. And then we have another one called Innate Express Podcast. And what that is meditations, visualizations, and abundance philosophy. And we do those about every week, sometimes twice a week. And that's Innate Express Podcast. Both of those are in audio anywhere you do podcasts, and they're also in video on YouTube.
Excellent. Excellent. That sounds interesting. Sound like it's, something I need to, listen to more of, so I can,
Well, thank you. You're welcome to join us absolutely anytime.
I will. I'll be glad to join you guys, man. Shoot, that's good information. I love it because it's breaking it down to the to the non-chiropractors, okay, like people like me that that really I mean, I know what chiropractic is and I know what adjustments are, but but actually just to go deep into the subject, is interesting to me.
Well, thank you. And you know what? It's become a passion because a lot of people aren't reading these books. And like I said, some of it's 1895 language. It's not so easy to read. So we are reading passages and then breaking it down and discussing them. And I like to pull the spiritual nature out of there as well. So we're making it so everybody can digest it. And that's even for the chiropractor that has a degree, don't always get into this type of the philosophy. So we're trying to we are making it available for everyone. And we meet tonight, actually, Eastern time at 8 p.m. And that's on Zoom. If I'll give you, it's 1895. 1895 is the year chiropractic was first delivered to Harvey Lillard. And 33 is our 33 principles of chiropractic. So it's not a hard one to forget for a chiropractor. That's our Zoom code tonight at 8 p.m.
So thank you for joining us. We appreciate it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you again, Dr. John. He is a chiropractor are you in New York?
No, I'm in Melbourne Beach, Florida.
Okay, Melbourne.
I'm from New York City, though, originally, yes.
Okay, right. I thought I seen that, and that's okay. Then excellent. That's great. Hey, thank you once again. We're glad to have you on the Reidox4life Podcast Show, and we will look forward to speaking with you again.
Yes.
Thank you very much. It was my honor to be here today with you.
Thank you. Man, that was great. Mel, that's great. Man, you cannot